qaarkiin haddaad wax yar naga soo daahdeen meeshaan maanta wacdaraa ka dhacay waa laga aadaamay waa lagu tukaday maasha allah sheekh canshuur ayaa noo aadaamay sheekh yuusufna wuuna tujiyey marka ayakana waxaan dhihi lahayn jazaakallahu khayr waa mahadsantihiin in meeshaan aan iskugu nimaano aan ku wada tukano macno weyn ayay leedahay annaga state-kan marti kama nihin we are Somalis but we are also Minnesotans and that is a fact. This is our second annual Somali Day at the Capitol. I want to quickly tell you a history about who we are and how we started this organization. Somali American Coalition was founded a little over a year ago, and the reason was for us to have an organization that unites us and that brings us together and that advocates for the needs of our community. We do have a lot of organizations and a lot of entities who do great work in our community, but they cannot do this work alone. So we thought establishing an organization such as Somali American Coalition will actually help those organizations that are actually serving our community. And that's exactly why we started this organization. We've only been around for a year, but we have accomplished so much, and I want to just quickly talk about some of the work that we have done. January last year, 2023, we have established our first legislative agenda. March 2023, we have had our first town hall meeting with Governor Walz and Lieutenant Peggy Flanagan. May last year, we had the first Somali Day at the Capitol. And it was historical, let me tell you this. But today is also another milestone. 2023 legislative wins. I want to quickly just tell you some of the work that we have done. We have championed for opiate prevention treatment, capital investment for our community, protection for our Uber and Lyft drivers, even though that bill was vetoed. But this year, there is quite a promise for our members who are drivers. We also advocated for home care and also child care. And some of the other priorities that we advocated for last year was a big year for our community, but also all Minnesotans. We advocated for Teachers of Color Act, paid leave, interest-free home buyers bill, and anti-hate crime bill. So those are some of the bills that we advocated for last year, but we also have great bills that we advocated for this year as well. We'll talk about it in a second, but now I'll actually turn to my co-MC, Sheikh Ahmed Anshour, who will take from here. Thank you so much all.
We have representatives and senators here. We will call them and they will say their remarks soon. But before that, I would like to mention why is it important that we gather here today. As Nima mentioned, we existed, over a little over a year now. But I would like to share with you some points about why it is important for all of us to attend this event today. First of all, the Somali community in Minnesota makes tremendous contributions every day to the health, economic vitality, and cultural richness of this state. It is critical, therefore, that we have an organized voice at the Capitol to make sure the legislators are aware of our community priorities, particularly as legislators make final decisions in the coming weeks about how to spend public funds. The Somali American Coalition Action Fund has organized today's event at the Capitol to make sure that our voices are heard inside this building and our community's needs are prioritized. That said, I would like to call one of our elected members, Senator Abir. Thank you. Welcome, Senator.
Thank you. Well, thank you for being here. My name is Jim Abler. I'm the senator from Minnesota. I don't know if you can, salam alaikum. And I don't know if you can tell I'm not Somali, did you know? But I'm a friend of Somalis. And I'm so happy that you're here to make our state and our country amazing. You bring so many things from your culture and from being Minnesotans to here to make our state greater. And you're going to hear today from Republicans and Democrats. I'm a Republican. And but what you care about is not what party they are, but do they stand with you? And I would urge you to consider who are your friends by what they do, and to be involved in, frankly, both parties, and to find a way to help to make a difference in our great state. We have so many things in common. We care about religious freedom. We care about family. We care about your faith. We care about life. And so we care about, right? Isn't that true? And religious freedom is under attack these days, and you can have a big part of that by influencing the members of your own community, but also the senators and representatives where you might live if they don't happen to be Somali, which is probably the majority. But so your voice, I've been speaking to your groups for over 10 years when I ran for the U.S. Senate a long time ago, encouraging you to become involved, become engaged, become a part of the solution. And here you are today, being that. And so make sure your friends know that you care about safe communities, you care about jobs, you care about being treated right by employers like Uber maybe, and you care about being able to enjoy the great things that Minnesota has to offer you all. So I guess I'm the greeter today. So welcome to a great afternoon. You're going to talk to some of my colleagues from both parties. But remember, you have many friends. And part of making many friends is you reaching out to them as well as us reaching out to you. So make sure that all your legislators know who you are, meet the candidates on both sides, and make a difference in deciding who is best for your community and for Minnesota. But I just want you to know that I am your friend, and what I can do for you, I want to do that. So thank you very much. God bless you all.
Adrian, before you go, I want to say what you did for me, Mariam.
Okay.
Well, I'm Mariam Igal. I'm with the Department of Human Services, Disability Services Division. And I just want to let you know what Abler has done for Somalis. For autism Somalis. My first job here at this state, by the way, I came from the South, and I came to Minnesota to work on autism. Autism happens to be our biggest challenge. We have the highest prevalence, 1 in 16. That's our prevalence, guys. Wake up. Abler, thank you so much. When I came here, he gave us $250,000 on a sticky note and said, go do research and find out how these Somali families are dealing with autism. Do they know autism? What's their perception of autism? How are they combating autism? And I wore my shoes, my sneakers that day. Still I'm running up in place. The job is not done yet. I'm at the state, as I said, from research to prove that our families were challenged. They didn't know what autism was. They didn't know what the services and supports were. They didn't know how to navigate a system that its own couldn't navigate. And guess what? We navigated. We are here. Where are the parents? They have formed organizations. They are advocates. We have autism advocates that are Somalis. So we have grants at the state. So if you would please apply grants that will help new Americans gain employment in long-term services.
Thanks.
Okay? So please apply. And my name is Mariam Igal. You can find me at DHS.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Thank you, Mariam. Thank you. Thank you, Marian, and thank you, Senator Eber. I would like now to call Representative Hodan Hassan from District 62 and her colleagues. Representative Hassan is a chief. Representative Hassan is a chief author of many of our bills. She is the chair of Economic Development Committee, and her colleagues are with her. Thank you.
Thank you. Assalamu alaikum. It's an honor to be here today. Should I speak Somali or English? English? All right. I'll sum it up in Somali. Oh, I will speak Hmong. Okay, all right. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Welcome to the People's House. This is your house. Today you are in your house, and we are your employees, and we work for you. I want you to remember that and take that with you today. You don't work for us, we work for you. Right? You guys know that, right? So my name is Hodan Hassan, as you guys know. This is my colleague, Jay Shang. Jay Shang represents east side of St. Paul. Are any St. Paul people here? Yeah. All right. My sister, Representative Liz Lee, also represents St. Paul. East side too. East side too, yeah. We have two east sides. And my other sister represents, what do you represent?
New Brighton.
New Brighton, Columbia Heights. And St. Anthony. Sandra Feist. All right, thank you for coming, and thank you for participating Somali Day at the Capitol. I believe this is the second time we're doing this. We did this last year. I know the weather is not great today, but you showed up, and that shows commitment. So thank you. I want to thank the organizers of this event, the team from Somali Coalition, Somali American Coalition. This is not easy. Bringing people together, organizing, mobilizing, and bringing you here and then inviting all of us is not easy. But I need you to get comfortable with this building. How many of you got lost today or didn't know where to park or didn't find this building very uncomfortable? Come on, raise your hand. I know some of you did. All right, next year we're not gonna do that. Y'all are gonna come back to this building because this building hosts the people that make decisions about your life. We make decisions about your education, your health. All the people who say, I'm a business owner, I have nothing to do with this, say, well, guess what? I make decisions about your businesses. I'm the chair of economic development. He's the chair of workforce. All of us make decisions about you and your life, how your children will be educated, how your businesses are run, how your health will be decided. Wouldn't you want whoever is making decisions about your life to know what they're doing and to hold them accountable? Come on now. So I need you guys to make this building your second home and to get comfortable. Today, don't go back before you meet your legislators, both House reps and senators. Tell them what's important to you. Tell them what's bothering you. Tell them the issues in your community, right? I see a lot of young people here. Talk to your reps and tell them what issues that are happening and impacting young people like you today, because they don't know that. So I need you guys to promise me that everybody today here is going to talk to their reps and their senators and is going to have a continuous conversation with them, and not only the time that they knock on your door and ask you for your vote, but you're going to engage with them every day and all the time and know what they're working on. With that, I want my colleagues to say hi for a few minutes, but you know where to find me if you need to talk to me. But thank you for participating, and thank you for coming to the People's House. You're the chair.
Well, first of all, I want to say thank you. Thank you for supporting my sister, Chair Hodan Hassan. As you all know, this is her last year in office. And we would not have been able to do a lot of the great things that we were able to accomplish last year without her leadership. So please help me thank her. I did prepare a little speech, so. Good afternoon, friends. colleagues and members of the Somali community in Minnesota, I'm happy and proud to stand with you for this historic day, the second annual Somali Day at the Capitol. Your day here has been a long time coming. 100 years ago, the first Somalis came to the United States East Coast, but in our Minnesota context, the Somali community swelled after the 1990 Civil War in Somali. Your history is similar to my history: fleeing war, drought, famine, persecution, violence. Many of you first found refuge in third countries like Kenya or Ethiopia, and in cities in Europe and throughout Africa. And just like my ancestors who fled civil wars in Laos and sought refuge in third countries like Thailand and France before coming to the United States. In a span of 30 years, your community has elected lawmakers to our great state legislature, and I'm so honored to call them my friends, my colleagues, as we co-govern and lead this state into the future. The rich tapestry of the Somali community has been a very fruitful addition to our socio-political and economic life. It is clear that many wonderful restaurants and stores that dot our major streets. It is present in the student body of our local schools. The businesses in our cities serve as meeting and gathering spaces for members of the community. The Somali community in Minnesota numbers over 150,000, which outnumbers even our Hmong community and makes the Somali community in Minnesota the largest Somali community in North America. U.S. Congresswoman Ilhan Omar is the first Somali elected to Congress and the first woman of color to represent Minnesota in Congress. That's right. The Hmong community has been here longer, but in Minnesota for more than 20 years, but we still don't have a congressional representative. And we have a lot to learn about progress, unity, and civic engagement, civic participation from you. And so the issues, you are here to advocate for ranging topics and issues, but what they all have in common is that you are exercising your voice and your greatest power, the most important power as an American, the power to vote and organize. Your civic engagement is what lifts your communities. Your advocacy is how you gain policy wins and improve neighborhoods and your cities, your quality of life and your rights. You are here today to be a part of the greatest form of governance the world has ever known, and that is simply organizing and advocating for your own communities. Thank you so much for all of you to make a difference in the lives of your fellow Minnesotans. I hope you have a wonderful time here at the Capitol, and I'm so proud to stand with you and for you here in the greatest capital in the city of St. Paul. Thank you.
I am Rep. Liz Lee, also from the east side of St. Paul. I will be brief because Chair Zhang already talked about the Somali American story here, but I do just want to shout out all of the amazing community members and business members that have enriched the east side, and I just think it's really important to share that our district is one of the most diverse districts in the state because of you, and so I wanted to say that. And the second piece is, like Chair Zhang said, this year is Chair Hodan Hassan's last year in the legislature, but she has paved the way for many people, and so I want all the little Somali girls out there to remember that you did have a chair here once, and I hope that more of you will think about running. Civic engagement is about... So Chair Hodan Hassan will still be out there in the community supporting all of us, but just want to make sure you know that civic engagement is meeting with your reps, but also thinking about what you can do to further your contribution to public service. And so we will all be here, and we are all hoping that you will also join our ranks once Chair Hassan leaves. Thank you.
I'm wearing my big shoes today, so I can move the... I've got big heels. Hi, everyone. I'm so honored to be here with you. I'm Representative Sandra Feist. When I'm not here, I'm an immigration attorney. And the reason that I ran for office was to do more to support immigrants here in Minnesota. So it's really, really exciting to see you all here today. And I am really honored to represent Columbia Heights, which has a particularly large, Columbia Heights, Somali community. So some of the things that I've been most excited about at the Capitol lately is we created an Office of New Americans within the Department of Employment and Economic Development. Senator Zaina Mohammed and I worked on that very hard last year, and she rocks. I don't know if she's here, but she's awesome. And our Assistant Commissioner Abdi Wahab Mohammed, who runs that office now, is amazing. And what his role is to make sure that all new immigrant and refugee communities here in Minnesota can achieve their full potential as entrepreneurs and in their professions. So very excited about that. It was just an honor to serve under Chair Hoden Hassan on the Economic Development Committee. The committee was run in this way to ensure that we were investing in communities that have often been overlooked. And so it was really just exciting to see so many organizations representing different immigrant communities coming and talking about the programs that they have to support entrepreneurs, to provide technical assistance to business owners, and to encourage and inspire immigrant communities to build businesses and to dream big in Minnesota. So I think I'll leave it at that, but as everyone before me has said, raise your voices, reach out. This place can be really crazy, and political gridlock is so annoying, although right now we have a trifecta. But in general, politics can be really frustratingly slow, but one thing that we can do is we are always able to help our constituents. If you have problems with an agency, with a driver's license or whatever it is, we are here to help you. So please just do reach out anytime. It doesn't have to be fancy. Just say I have opinions or I need help, and we're here. So thank you all so much for being here today.
Yeah, my name is Imam Abdulrazak Duale. I'm from East Grand Forks. We are so lucky to have our state senate, Mr. Mark Johnson, Republican leader, Republican caucus leader, and also our state representative, Deb Key, for House 1B. Welcome.
All right, thank you so much. Hey, good afternoon, everybody. It is wonderful to see you out here. Thank you for coming to the second annual gathering here at your state capitol. Thank you for being here and participating and being part of this. It is really an honor to be speaking in front of you in the group here today. Over the last 30 years, Minnesota has welcomed Somalis to our state with warm arms, but maybe not warm weather. With over 80,000 Somali citizens in this state, you make up a large part of who we are. So thank you for your contributions to this state. Look, you have come here, your parents, your grandparents, looking for one thing. That's opportunity. And we hope that we can give that to you. And with partnerships and your involvement, it is a big honor for us to be able to share that opportunity together. And we will build this state better with your help. So continue to be here. Participate, be a part of it, be seen. Get to know your representatives and your senators. Make sure that they are holding their values as the same as yours, so that when you come to the state capitol, you know that you're being heard. So thank you for coming today. Appreciate you being here. Our doors are always open. Please stop in anytime. Enjoy the day.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Good morning, or good afternoon. Goodness sakes, the day has gone by fast. Thank you all for being here. I'm Representative Deb Keel. I am served Dwali in our district up north in rural Minnesota. Thank you all for the contributions you bring to Minnesota. Certainly, I work with Representative Knorr on public safety, not public safety, good grief, human services. So making sure that we have what it is you need if you are reaching out for services of health needs, and those are the things that I work on. Like Senator Johnson said, please reach out. And I just really appreciate that we've met We've been able to connect with people, and I really, the new Americans that are up in especially in the East Grand Forks area, but the whole district. And I really appreciate your contributions, no matter where they are in Minnesota. And I hope you all are getting used to the cold weather. Although my husband says it's time to leave, but I don't think he's going anywhere. We farm, so can't take the farm with us. So, but I wish you the best. Thanks for coming down. Offices are always open.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Now I would like to call a group of senators here together at one time, come to this stage. Senator Quebec, Senator Mitchell, Senator Batnam, and Senator Bah.
Assalamu alaikum. Thank you for being here. You've already heard a lot from a lot of politicians. You're probably tired of it already. I know I am. But here's the thing. Politics is about relationships and about showing up. And being here to give a speech means nothing. Seriously. No, I'll put that up. Like, I can be here, I can give you a speech, I can tell you how grateful I am that you're here, but if I'm not in your community, I don't mean it. And I gotta be in your community every day, not just October of an election season. Not just when there's an issue that I want to emphasize to divide the community. Because politics is about relationship and showing up, and you are showing up here today. And you show up as people committed to the American promise, to the opportunity that is America. And we all know this too, right? You all heard of Frederick Douglass? You guys know Frederick Douglass? Great American. Once said that without struggle there is what? No progress. And so sometimes it's a struggle to show up at the Capitol, but it's also a struggle to show up every day in your communities. Politics is not just about elections, it's about making communities stronger every single day. And Americans are not where we began, we are what we become. We are defined by our united future. And so thank you for being here today, but I'm not satisfied. I want to be in your community, I want to see you in your communities. And I should have asked this first. Anyone from St. Cloud here? Haji, you're honorary St. Cloud. Where's Haji? Haji's honorary St. Cloud. Well, the rest of you should move to St. Cloud. We're cool. Thanks again for being here, but I want to say that one more time. It's easy. All right. It's easy to be here and give a speech. It's easy to meet with you. It's harder to make decisions and to speak publicly and openly about our commitment to your issues. It's harder sometimes to make that vote. Demand people make those votes. Not just coming up here and saying nice things. Demand that they make those votes that protect your interests. Demand that they are in your communities every day and not just before an election. And I can't wait to see you again next year.
Sure. Good afternoon. I am Senator Rob Kubek. I am from Moorhead. And oftentimes people down here at the Capitol are surprised to find out that we have a Somali community in Moorhead. We have a great Somali community in both Fargo and Moorhead. Many people know me in the Somali community because I, for many years, was a television meteorologist, and I used to work with Lutheran Social Services, and so one of the first people they met when they came to the United States was me telling them how to dress for the winter in Minnesota. So, and that relationship is always very special to me. My grandparents, they came, to this country as immigrants too, and always felt that connection when they come here. There's all these things that are so different and confusing, and the fact too that we tell our temperature in Fahrenheit, where the rest of the world has figured out that Celsius is the way to go, trying to convert that and just explain all those things. So I love that relationship. Also, I have a bill. We are trying to build an East African cultural mall in Moorhead that will support 39 local businesses in Moorhead and get them up and starting so that we are all part of that American dream. Owning your own business is one of the key fundamental things I think that is great about this country, and anything we can do to help that, I think, is a good thing. So thank you for showing up today. Thanks for showing up for your community, and happy to meet with anybody later on. Thanks.
Thank you. My name is Senator Nicole Mitchell. I represent South Maplewood and all of Woodbury. And I have so many amazing Somali members in my community, really one of the backbones of our community in terms of engagement and our workforce and making sure we do all the things. I did not prepare statements today because I was chairing state and local gov, and we thought we would still be going at this point in time. But, that is the work that we're constantly doing, trying to look at things like just today in that committee, we were looking at more affordable and equitable housing initiatives. Because we need to make sure that everyone has a home and can build equity if that's what they want to be doing. Things last year, like making sure we had driver's license for all. In my off season, I was helping my local mosque access federal grant money to come down and do security initiatives. So even though we're a part-time legislature, I will tell you that we are here, at least in my office, always open throughout the year for any issue you might have. And we love to hear from you and bring those good ideas to the table as to how we can better do those things and what the community really needs. So I have an open door. Thank you so much for being here today and letting me come out, and have a wonderful day at the Capitol.
Okay. So as you can tell, I'm the short senator around here. But I get my strength from all of you, our very diverse community, and I am proud to represent Senate District 38, which is Brooklyn Park and Brooklyn Center. Thank you. I'm Senator Susan Pa, and I just want to say thank you so much for coming out today. Your voice and your attendance today matters, because every day when we're here doing the work of the people, we are here doing the work that you have set us out to do. Your hopes and the priorities that are important to you are the things that we're fighting for. I want to make sure that you know that my office is always open to all of you. So please come and visit with me. Share with me the things that are important to you and in your community and to your families, because that's what we're here for. We're here representing all of you and the people of Minnesota. So I want to in closing, thank President Ahmed for your leadership and for the Somali American Coalition Action Fund for organizing this event so that we have the opportunity to meet with all of you. Thank you so much, and I hope that you have a great day.
Thank you so much, Senator Pa. I would like to also add two more senators who can, join the team, Senator Carlson and Senator Baldwin. Please welcome.
Well, thank you for inviting me here. I really am honored to be able to speak to you. And I guess what I want to do is I want to thank you. One of the things that I have found out is that the Somali community is really involved. You want to be part of the government. And I see over here, united we stand. That is true. United we do stand. And so for me, I had to look up some things here, and I see that you have 5 Somali members in the legislature now. And then, of course, you have your congressperson that also is an elected person, got very interested in governing, got elected to the House, and then got elected to Congress. Now, for me, I met, wherever she went, there she is, Nimco, probably, how long ago was that? It was at least a dozen years ago at a fundraiser when she was just a little girl. So, but since then, I'm a member of the board of directors of the Muslim Caucus. And by the way, I need to tell you that my Muslim and Somali population in my district has gone up and up and up. And maybe soon there's going to be somebody that's elected from my district to represent you in the legislature. Now, I want to be a little quick here, but I need to tell you one little joke, and that is that I think it was in the winter of 2012, when I door knocked for one of your members, Mohammed Noor. And I door knocked the Cedar Riverside Apartments. Funny thing, I was fortunate to have someone who spoke Arabic or Somali. I'm not sure which ones he used at the time. I ran into two people that spoke English. Neither of them were citizens of the U.S. and couldn't vote anyway. So everybody we spoke with, I had to say Mohammed Noor, and I think he has come up now and is now one of the legislators that you could be proud of. I do want to say, finally, that I want to offer, I believe you say Mubarak, congratulations. Congratulations to Anham, who is running for state representative in District 62B, and she was endorsed just last weekend. So she's going to replace Representative Hussein, I believe it is, and so she's going to carry on in having the Somali representative in the legislature. So congratulate her for me. I understand she's not here today, but that is something that you could be proud of, and thank you for being so interested in government that you put yourselves out there and will run for offices. That's very important. So thank you very much.
Thank you. Thank you. Yeah.
Good afternoon. I'm Senator Liz Bolden. I serve here in the Senate. I represent District 25, which is Rochester. I'm in my first term in the Senate, and before that I served one term in the House. I'm also a mom, and I'm a nurse. And so a lot of the work I do here is around healthcare, making sure that everyone has access to the care that they need, which is really important to me, and I know really important to you in your community as well. One of the bills I'm carrying this year is around mental health and ensuring that folks in the Somali community in Rochester have access to the mental health that they need, both kids and parents. One other thing I want to name, I also serve as the Vice Chair of the Housing Committee in the Senate, and two things I'll name related to that. One is I know an important program that we started last session to offer interest-free loans for housing, for mortgages, for folks who need that as an option for housing. There are huge needs across our state, across our community, and ensuring that we have mortgage products and those interest-free loans to be sure that everyone has access to what they need to be able to purchase a home is really important. I also hear often in my community that we, again, shortage of housing, but shortage of housing in the culturally specific way that meets people's needs. And so for people with large families, it is very difficult to have housing, often apartments, that has enough bedrooms, enough room for big families. There are huge needs for that in my community and across the state. So making sure as we are building housing and increasing our housing supply, that we are doing that in a manner that's culturally responsive and that we have units that meet the needs of our community members that are big enough for big families. And so lots of work we can do together, and I look forward to doing that. The last thing I'll say is thank you for being here. It matters that you are here. Your voices are important, so keep speaking up, keep telling us what you need, and I look forward to working together. Thank you.
My name is Hassanin Mohammed. I am the Executive Director of the Minnesota Somali Community Center.
Yeah!
It's my great honor to introduce you, my friend, my neighbor, and somebody who has been a champion for the Somali community, somebody who has worked in getting the help we need in opioids, group homes, senior living, and everything that has to do with human services. My friend, Senator John Hoffman.
Yeah. How about that Hassanin Mohammed, huh? All the way from Brooklyn Park. Who's from Brooklyn Park, Minnesota here? All right, we got Brooklyn Park is in the house. What a day to come in from the rain, right? I love that sign. Stand up. Let me see that sign. That's what it's all about, right? United we stand, divided we fall. That's about we're stronger as a collective than we are as individualists. You guys agree with me on that? The statement, it takes a village, remember that statement from years ago? That's embedded in who we are as a community, right? That's what we shall be about. That's what we are about. And coming today, it's important that you tell all of us elected officials why that's an important piece in your life. Does that make sense to you? Because here's the thing. You got Hubert Humphrey IV is here in the committee with us right here, right? That's Hubert H. Humphrey's grandson. And on the front of this Capitol, Hubert H. Humphrey, let's give him a round of applause. The Vice President said society will be what? We will be acknowledged, we will be understood, we will be corrected by who we are as a human being and how we treat those in society at the dawning of life, those at society that have disability, and those of the society that don't look or sound or be like us. And you know what that's called? Being inclusive, folks. That's what we're about here in the Capitol. Have a great day.
Yusuf Muhammad is a council member from his school and student council, and he's an amazing leader. I've seen him speak a couple of times, and I'm just so honored that he's on stage with us today. Please help me welcome Yusuf Muhammad.
Assalamu alaikum. On behalf of the Academy, I would like to express our sincere gratitude for inviting us to be a part of the Somali Capital Day. It is an honor to join such a distinguished group of individuals and organizations committed to fostering unity, understanding, and collaboration within our community. We deeply appreciate the opportunity to learn from each other, share our experiences, and together work towards a brighter future for us all. Events like these remind us of the strength and richness that diversity brings to our society. Thank you all for including AIM Academy to this important gathering, and we look forward to building a meaningful relationship and contributing to the positive impact at the Somali Capital Day. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Yusuf. Thank you so much. Now, I would like to call Sheikh Yusuf Abdullah from Islamic Association of North America, Ayana, to say his remarks towards our event today.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. First, I will speak Somali and then I'll go back to English, inshallah. Marka hore, Ilaahay baa mahad iska leh. Alhamdulillah, Ilaahay baan ku mahadinaynaa annagoo bishii Ramadaan ka soo baxnay oo soo cibaadaysanay inaan haddana maanta aan imaanno state-ka ama capital-ka aan imaanno gurigan oon wax ku leenahay oon qayb ku leenahay oo nala ka xigin oo ummad walba sidii danaheeda uga raadsataan danaheedana uga raadsanno arrintaas farxad weyn bay ii tahay walaalaha ka soo qayb galay dhammaan rag iyo dumar yar iyo weyn waan idin mahadnaqaynaa barakallahu fiikum walaalaha soo qaban qaabiyay saak iyo teamkaas aad iyo aad u mahadsan yihiin shaqo aad u wanaagsan bay noo hayaan dadka noogu jira labada gole aad baan ugu mahadnaqaynaa iyo shaqada ay community-ga u hayaan iyo guud ahaan ummadda Soomaaliyeed ee taageerada la daba taagan intaas kadib waxaan rabaa inaan iraahdo waa laga baxay xilligii aan gaban jirnay waa la fahmay Soomaha waa laga baxay xilligii aan taladeena qof kale noo hayn jiray waa laga baxay xilligii aan dawladda ka cabsan jirnay waa laga baxay xilligii magaceena inta lagu doorasho tago haddana aan waxba loo qabanaynin waa laga baxay xilligii danteena cid kale sheegi lahayd danteena annaga sheeganayna dhalinyaradeenna dantooda dhibaatada haysata nabadgelyo xumada haysata waxbarasho la'aanta dhibaatada ka haysata xaafadaha iyo guryaha dhibaatada ka haysata cidna nooma sheegayso waxaa la gaaray waqtigaan annaga sheegan lahayn waxaa la gaaray waqtigii aan naloo khudbayn lahayn oo waxa aan rabno naloo sheegi lahayn laakiin waqtigii waxa la gaaray annagu aan khudbayn lahayn oo waxa rabno aan sheegan lahayn qofka waxa aan rabno annaga iyo storygeenna aan dhegaysanina annagana inaanan dhegaysanin maantay waxaan maraynaa xilligaas waxaan u baahannahay inaan hurdada ka kacno waxaan u baahannahay inaan midowno waxaan u baahannahay danteenna inaan ku tashanno oo annaguna isku tashanno aan taageernana dhammaan walaalaha hawshaa noo haya intaas kadib I just want to say few things what I said in Somali maybe with a little bit of change because this could reach a different audience as well. Alhamdulillah, today we're here, Somalis, we're here, and we will be in the state of Minnesota. We're going nowhere. We are Minnesotans. So today we're telling our story. It's time for us to tell our story, not someone else tells our stories. It is the time that we get listened to, not the time we listen to. It's the time that we talk and the representatives listen to us, whether they're in the Senate, House, Governor, everyone listens to our needs. It is a time that the Somalis cannot be taken for granted. From wherever party you are, we are not loyal to you. We are not. We are loyal to our interests, our values, our issues. Our loyalty depends on how you answer our calls, how you fulfill your promises towards us, and how you work with us to tell our stories. I cannot emphasize more than saying that we as Somalis tell our immigration stories. No one else tells that for us. It's the time that we tell the stories of our youth violence. Our kids are dying in jails. This is the time we tell our story. And you better listen to us. It's a time that we tell what we suffered from, Islamophobia, and it is still affecting us. Discrimination, racism, all of that is still going, is still coming back, and sometimes we're being used as scapegoat. That is over. As a Somalis, with our allies, with our coalitions, we can target every seat that we want and we can win. We can make or break the game. We're not alone. We have neighbors. We have classmates. We have co-workers. We have friends. We have coalitions that fight for our rights as we fight for their rights. So today, from now on, the game has changed. The game is about our values, our issues, our interests, and if we don't get that, we will put our votes where our interests are. And thank you so much. Let me again thank the brothers and sisters at SAC, those brothers and sisters who came in this rainy day, our elected officials, both Democrats and Republicans. We will work with everyone for our own interests, for the interest of the state of Minnesota. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Sheikh Yusuf, for those remarks. Now, before I give the mic to the elected officials behind me, I would like to say that we have some organizations here today with us. We will give them an opportunity to say their remarks as well. I will call them after the senators and representatives behind me say their remarks. So be ready, bear with me. I would like to call Representative Norns, Representative Ream, Representative Baker, and Representative Binto.
Representative Hicks.
Salam, salam. My name is Lucy Ream. I represent Chanhassen and Chaska. I flipped a district. It used to be mostly Republican, and my district is changing a lot. And so over the past 4 years, we have a much more diverse population, and I've gotten to know my Somali neighbors. I've really enjoyed getting to know all the people in my district, and I look forward to working with the Somali community in the future. But I just wanted to say hello. If you would like to meet with me, please reach out. Once again, my name is Lucy Ream. I represent Chanhassen, Chaska, and I look forward to building a beautiful, strong Minnesota with all of you. So thank you so much.
Good afternoon, everybody. I'm Representative Matt Norris. I represent Blaine and Lexington in the Minnesota House of Representatives, where we're fortunate to have a very large Muslim and growing Muslim population there, including an increasing number of Somali residents that add just great things to the cultural fabric of our community. And so it's great to be able to work alongside you. In particular, one of the things I'm passionate about is helping our youth, our young people succeed. This is something that I started back when I was a young person myself. When I was 16 years old, growing up in my hometown of Brooklyn Park, we were struggling with some young people getting into trouble, and the adults said, well, why are these kids getting into trouble? And I said, it's because they don't have anything positive to do here in our community. And so I helped lead the effort to start what's now the Brooklyn Bridge Alliance for Youth, and it worked. We created more after-school programs, more jobs, and guess what? We brought down violent crime 40% over a 5-year period. And so I've been trying to do that here at the Capitol alongside of all of you as well. One of the big things I'm most proud of is we expanded access to the K-12 education tax credit. This helps you pay for after-school and summer programs for your kids. We bumped it up from $33,500 for the income limit to $70,000, the first time in 25 years it's been increased. We also last year, for the first time in decades, approved $30 million in grants for after-school and summer programs for our young people here in Minnesota. So thanks for your advocacy on these issues. Let's continue to work together to make sure that we have a bright future for all of Minnesota's young people. Thank you, everybody.
Thank you. Thanks, David. Well, good afternoon, everybody. My name is David Baker. I'm from Wilmer, and Mahatsanid. Thank you for having me here, Mahatsanid. I'm a business owner in Wilmer. I own some hotels, and I've been in restaurant business. I've been in the legislature for 10 years, and I want to make sure that if you're an entrepreneur, a business owner, this is a great place to do business in, and I want to make it better and less restrictive. And that's what I do, because I know how important it is for you to want to make a living, make your own decisions, and I just love my entrepreneurs in their state. This is a great place to do this. The other area that I care deeply about is helping people with your health care with substance abuse. I care deeply about all of our children, our young people who are dying of drugs and who are not dealing with this well because they don't know which way to turn. And my Somali community back in Wilmer is reaching out to me every day. We're trying to save people. We're giving them good ideas. We're looking at opening up new places in our area because I have a large community in our area. Farhia, you are a good friend to us. Thank you for all you do for us here. I will continue to work on this important issue, but we have to be honest about talking about substance use disorder is a disease. We have places to help you all, and I'm committed to helping you all. Mahatsanid, thank you so much. Have a good day. Thank you.
Hey, so State Representative Dave Pinto from St. Paul, and I want to wish you a very happy Somali Day at the Capitol. Thank you so much for being here. So as I said, I represent the southwest part of St. Paul, Highland Park, Mac Groveland, West 7th area. And at the Capitol, I'm the chair of the House Children and Families Finance and Policy Committee, dedicated to getting every kid in our state off to a great start. It's so important that we do that. Yeah, thank you, thank you, thank you. So with a big focus on childcare and early learning, we know that so many of our Somali Minnesotans are working in that field, making sure that our Somali kids and that all kids in Minnesota get off to that great start that they deserve. My committee also oversees homelessness issues, wanting to make sure that people live in dignity and have food that they need and support that they need. All this is so important that we do together. And so I really thank you, yes. So I really want to thank you all for being here and encourage all of us to keep on coming back. This beautiful building, just look around. It is gorgeous, isn't it? This beautiful building belongs to all of us. It belongs to you, right? It belongs to all of us. It is our house. It is our building. That's exactly right. And so we want to be here together. Thank you, and keep coming back for every Somali Day at the Capitol every year, but keep coming back every day, because the people who work here work for you. They work for the people of Minnesota, and I am dedicated, we are dedicated, making sure everybody in our state can thrive, certainly including our amazing Somali Minnesota community. Thank you, thank you, thank you so much, everybody. Appreciate it. Thank you.
Hi. Hello, everyone. I am Kim Hicks, and I represent Rochester in the Minnesota House. And I am so proud to represent Rochester and our Somali community. I grew up in Rochester, and I went to high school there and had a lot of new refugee friends in high school. And when I bought my first home in Rochester, it was on the same block as our mosque. And I was able to learn so much about our community. And I'm proud to continue that work. This year I've sponsored mental health grants for our Somali nonprofits in Rochester, and continue to work towards making sure we're funding our disability services. Last year I authored the bill that raised PCA rates for parents of children with disabilities and spouses of children with disabilities to the first significant raise ever. So, always happy to talk to anybody and continue the work, because we all do better when we all do better.
We have several organizations that are actually on our priority list for the bills that they currently have, both the House and the Senate. I just want to call, I'm going to call all the organizations. You guys can all come line up here. So I'll just call the organization's name, and then whoever is represented, please come up. Somali Community Resettlement Services, Inspire Change Clinic, Minnesota Somali Community Center, and MAN. Everyone. And then MULDA members as well. Please, come on up.
magacayga waxaa la yiraahdaa Fatima Molas, waxaan ahay hooyo Soomaaliyeed oo cunuga tusan qabta haysata. waxaan u codeeyaa oo u dooda oo maalin walba u dagaalama ilmaha Soomaalida oo autismka qaba iyo disability-ga kale. maanta halkaan waxaan u imid inaan la hadalno codkeena iyo mataqaana problemyada iyo dhibaatada community-geena haysta inaan ka hadalno. ma ogtihiin sanadkan autism rate-ka Soomaalida waa 1 in 16. numberkan uu yahay halkii 16 cunugoo Soomaali ah hal cunuga autism ka qaba. taa ma la socotaan? waxaan u malaynayaa wax studies ah iyo grant iyo research ee Somali community of children with disability and autism ay leedahay oo haysatana ma jirto. marka maxaa laydinka rabaa inaad dhag gooni ah oo feejigsan inaad mataqaana la socotaan marxaladaha community-geena haysta, waalidiinta iyo hooyooyinka dhibaataysan oo guryaha ku xiranna la caawiyo, dadka aan u codeynana inaan la xisaabtano. constituenties-ka dadka ah waa inaan la xisaabtanaa maxaa community-geena dadka autismka qaba loo qabtay ilmahooda. waxaan kaloo rabaa inaan idin sheego hooyooyinka dadka iskuulka waxaa jira ilmaha markuu special need yahay waxuu haystaa program la dhaho individualized education program or IEP qofkii cunug special need haysta baa garan kara ama oo qalqaalo qaba oo accommodation u baahan ma haysano accessibility oo ah qofka hadduusan English kaliya luqad aan English ahayn ku hadlo hooyadaas caawin ma heli karto mana haysato qof u sharaxa waxaan inay tahay legal ay tahay marka waxaan codsanayaa House file number 4786 Senate file 5124 in access IEP accessibility dadka minority-ga ah oo waaridka ah IEP oo u baahan in billkaas loo ansixiyo I'm going to say a few words in English. My name is Fatima. I'm also the chair and the co-founder of Multicultural Autism Action Network. It's an autism organization that serves the community of children with disabilities in Minnesota. And it's a parent-led organization. I wanted to tell you that in Minnesota, the autism rate in the Somali community is 1 in 16. That is unbelievably high. We do not have any studies or any research or anything dedicated for that. We need to ask why is autism 1 in 16 in the Somali community? I don't hear any noises. I don't hear anybody talking about that. I also want to talk about what can we do to educate our community? What can we do to educate the teachers that teach our children? There is a House file number. I wanted to talk to you about the IEP. It's called Individualized Education Program that they assume the parents and the caregivers will be the best advocates for students with disabilities, but that doesn't provide families the tools they need to participate in the process. The families that do not speak English don't have access to those services. I want you to leave this house today and demand change for the people that are asking us for our votes, okay, in our community. Thank you so much for listening.
I just want to take a minute to emphasize what Faduma had said. Autism is not easy. We have a generation, I came here 10 years ago. The kids that were 8 years old or 10 years old then are 20 or 30. They are adults. They are no longer children. They have adverse behavior. The parents, we are getting old. They're killing us. So we need help. We need Somali business, and I am so proud about the Somali community. Give yourself a hand. I am so proud that we stood up and did our own things. We opened our centers. They wouldn't serve our kids right. So we said, no, we're gonna provide services to our kids. The siblings that were 18 years old back then in 2008 now have their own centers. They are BCBAs. They are psychologists. I remember when I came here, I was telling you, oh my God, there's workforce shortage. We need Somalis. We need people that are our color, that speak our language to serve our kids, because white people cannot do it. They are good people, but they cannot do it. They don't know our culture. They don't know we eat ambulo. They don't know what we are all about.
Thank you, Mom.
So, please, I'm sorry I'm taking your time. Let's open businesses for autism day services for adults. Thank you.
Sorry. And qaarkiin iga dambeeya, please, everyone soo kooba warka biilashiina already priority list ku jiraan. Everyone is going to send an email to the legislators and senators to support your bills. Marka wax yar faahfaahin kaliya na siiya idinkoo mahadsan.
السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته. آدي هذا يندين سدوين يا وانوم هدنقيا قلنا نقوم مرتقى دمشق بيرش إنه دودي سساق. آدي هذا يندين كوه بليين يا سومالي ميوزيوم ما كسعدا waxaan idin leeyahay united wax wada qabsada gacmaha isqabsada wassalaamu calaykum waraxmatullaahi wabarakaatu.
Assalamu alaikum. My name is Munira Malam Isaac. I'm a family nurse practitioner. I am here on behalf of Inspire Change. Waxaan oo biilkeen waxaa waaye a mentorship program that is designed to create pathway to medicine. We're partnering up with different organizations, hospitals, emailaasan baan la partner garaynaynaa. Hal wax aan ka sameynayno waxaa waaye our young youth say ku galaan isbitaalka, because did you know that 3 times more likely for black women to die just to give birth? Haddee oo maanta aniga haddaan maanta wax dhalayo, my chances of dying just giving birth is same as a white woman. But haddaan my daughter 3 times more likely waaye, but haddee black provider ay haysato, her chances ku u fiican yahay oo dhimashadeeda oo inay ku dhimato ma laga yaabo mise wuu yaraanaya. So it's really important that we have our kids going into medicine, they have access to mentorship, they have access to places that welcome them. Hatta hospitalyaalka, making sure that they are getting mentorship within or internships, and that is one of the things that our program is going to create and what Inspire Change is going to do. Thank you so much, everyone.
Bismillah, alhamdulillah. My name is Sharif Hared. I am the Executive Director of the Somali Community Resettlement Services, and we have a bill that will be focusing on employment and training. That bill thanks for both Zainab and Hodan Hassan, and also Zad has been sponsoring to our bill. This bill actually focusing on training any youth from 18 to 25, and any other adults can be a candidate to be trained. We are looking for close to the 200 people that we can at least work with it. I will say in Somali, magacaygu waa Sharif, waxaan la shaqeeyaa hay'adda la dhaho Somali Community Resettlement Services. Waxaan present garaynay hal bill oo ay zaag naga caawiso runtii, aad baan uga mahadcelinayaa. waxaa kaloo u mahadcelinayaa authorkeena ama cidda barnaamijkaas present garaysay oo ay Senator Zainab iyo Hodan Hassan, oo runtii aad aan uga mahadcelinayo qaybta uu qaateen barnaamijka. waxa uu inta badan target garayn doonaa barnaamijkaasi qaybta shaqada iyo tababarka haddii alla ka dhigo. waa barnaamij hal sano ah. waxaan rajaynaynaa dhalinyarada ay ka bilaabatay da'doodu 18 ilaa 25 inaan la shaqeyno insha Allah. waana barnaamij weyn. waxaan rajaynaynaa 200 iyo ka badan ama 300 oo qof inaan kala shaqeyno. runtii waa bilow fiican in laynagu arko halkan oo aan diyaar garowno oo aan fahanno baahideenna waxay tahay iyo danaheenna waxay yihiin. marka meesha kaliya ee aan ka wada shaqeyn karno waxa weeyaan qoladan saag oo aan caawino oo ay iyagu inoo noqdaan qolo advocate inoo ah, innaguna aan direct services ka qabanno ama adeega guud aan qabanno. sidaa kaliya un baynu ku survive garoobi karnaa, ku badbaadi karnaa. haddii kaleeto waxay noqonaysaa hay-ad walba 50,000 ama 200,000 intii la siiyo in audit la daba dhigo oo maalinka dambena joornaalada lagu soo qoro. waxay u baahan nahay sidii hore inaan wax ka bedelno, hadday noqoto mediaha, hadday noqoto organizationada non-profit-ka ah, hadday noqoto qolada la shaqaynaysa autism-ka, haddii dadkeena shaqaalaha ah ama DHS-ka ama MDH-ka ka shaqeeya ha noqotee dhammaantood waxaan u baahan nahay ma kala maaranno. ama hay-ad keliga gaar isu taagi karta ma lihin, hay-ad keliga shaqayn karta ma lihin. sidii Yusuf yiri waxaan u baahan nahay arrimaheena interestiga ah inagu u doodno nafteenna, haddii kale cid kale inoo doodaysa ma laha. aad baan idinka mahadcelinayaa dhammaantiin markan.
Thank you, Sharif. Hello, everyone. My name is Mohammed Igal. I work with the multi-members organization, drivers organization. We are really very happy today to participate. Somali Day at the capital is the first time we coming. We're so excited to be at the People's House. It's a great building. It's a magnificent. So drivers are now going around to see the building. That's why you see less people here. People are scattered everywhere, and they are so excited. We are here today to participate this great day. For drivers, our drivers bill is right now going the downstairs. Drivers bill has went through many number of committees. Today is going maybe the last committee, which is the finance committee. It's going, they are discussing right now the compensation part of the bill, and hopefully this year a bill will be passed. And last year we were so disappointed that the driver's bill didn't pass and it was vetoed, but this year we have a high hope that something will pass. And we are very happy, and I saw a sign that says, one day at the capital, means, inclusivity. It's, we want to be part of the community. We are Minnesotans. We want to be part of the, community. This is a great day. Before I leave the mic, I want to thank our community members, our community organizations like SAC and Ayana and all community leaders who are really working very hard to help the community, and especially who are working hard to help the drivers. So thank you, our community leaders, for what you're doing for the drivers. Thank you.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. This is Hassanan from Minnesota Somali Community Center. I'm going to make it short. In the Somali community, beginning of January, we had 9 to 11 suspected opioid overdose death. We're trying to stop that. We have 2 programs in the Somali community in the Twin Cities area that we're working on right now. If you or your loved one needs help finding detox, substance abuse disorder help, call 612-440-1531. 612-440-1531. Alhamdulillah, we had Councilmember Jamal Osman help us have a program for Cedar Riverside. We do have boots on the ground that will help individual go to treatment.
biilkaygu ku baasi garoobi lahaa waa biilka dareewaliinta Uber iyo Lyft marka waxaan rabaa saag in loo mahad celiyo dadaalka ay ummaddu u hayaan iyo khayrkay ka shaqeynayaan waxaan kaloo rabaa inaan u mahadnaqo representative Hodan Xasan iyo Maxamuud Nuur iyo Samakaab iyo Saynab hawsha fiican ay wadaan walaalayaal aan istaageerno iyo hay'adda Ayana labada hay'adood haweeye dadaal iyo khayr badan bay sameeyeen si dareewalku sanadkan uu biil ku heli lahaa aan sanadkii hore sidii dhacdo aan mar labaad u dhicin marka waa wada shaqeynaynaa waa mahadsantihiin assalaamu calaykum waraxmatullaahi wabarakaatuh
bismillaahi wa kafa assalaamu calaykum waraxmatullaahi wabarakaatuh magacayga waxaa la yiraahdaa Shucayb Sheekh Cali waxaan ahay gudoomiyaha madaxweynaha Minnesota Rideshare Drivers Association ana gudoomiyaha jaaliyadda Jubbaland dhammaan waan idin salaamayaa Soomaali weyn iyo reer Minnesota waxaan halkan taageero buuxda uga soo jeedinaynaa SAG iyo dhammaan ururada u dooda arrimaha Soomaalida ee gobolka Minnesota qaybna wayna ka nahay horumarinta bulshada waxaan halkan aan ka taageeraynaa biilka yaallo 47 iyo biilka house aqalka hoose yaallo oo 46 iyo 46 labada biil oo labada aqal kala yaallo ayaan taageeraynaa oo Uber Lyft biilka hadda taagan ee TNC-ga Technology Network Companies-ka biilkaas aan taageeraynaa waxaana taageeraynaa Hodan iyo Maxamed Nuur Samakaab iyo dhammaan kuwa hadda biilka gacanta ku hayo aad iyo aad ayaan u taageeraynaa haddeer maanta waxaa jira hearing baa jira aqalka sare sanadka biilkaas ninka gacanta ku haya Fataax iyo qolada Mulda waad maasad biilkaas marka insha Allah waxaan aad iyo aad maarta uga soo horjeednaa in biilkii hore uu diiday governorka wali uu meeshiisa taagan yahay waxaan u baahanahay biil aan dawladaynta dan ugu jirto noloshooda wax ka bedelayso publicana aan dib ku ahayn in la qaataan u baahannahay biilka hore uu diiday governorka uu fitogareeyay baa weli la wadaa marka nooma cuntamaysa waxaan leenahay biil baan u baahannahay ka yar $1 iyo 30 cent milekii iyo 35 cent minuteki ayaan taageeraynaa oo ah ku ka hooseeya kii hore la fitogareeyay kana sareeyo waxyaabaha hadda lagu shaqeynay aad iyo aad ayaan biilkaasi marka u soo dhaweynaynaa in la taageero labada aqal waxaan ka codsanaynaa inay biil isku mid ah ay keenaan xogtan hayna governorka wuxuu yiri haddii biilka uu isku mid ahayn labada aqal oo la keeno waan diidayaa sanadka hore uu naga dhacay sanadkana July waa inta la gaaray waa la xirayaa labada houseba intaan la xirin waxaan u baahanahay unified bill compromise oo lagu heshiiyay dhammaan darawalada bulshada rayidka dawladda kambariyada TNC-ga kambariyada liftiga iyo hubarka ay comfortable ku yihiin $1 iyo bar iyo 35 cent minute ayaa marka inta badan hadda comfortable lagu yahay halkaas ayaa taageeraynaa waxaan u baahanahay dhammaanba Soomaaliyeed inay biilka taageertaan maxaad ka qabtaan biilka ma taageeraysaan aad iyo aad ayaad u mahadsantihiin aad iyo aad u mahadsantihiin thank you very much
بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم horta anu ducadii baan insha Allah ku qatibaya laakiin sidoo walada oo aan taageero siba ururka mulla members anagu runtii waxaan rabnaa biilka state ka socda waxaan rabnaa insha Allah taala inay ururada u dhundolo dawladda sida zaak iyo ayaano oo kale inay dadka indhaliida ku socdaan oo ismaqiiqaya ay gacmaha ka qabtaan bil hore la ka dilay waxaan la ka dilay wax kale ma ahayn mareykan waxa lagu joogaa negotiation haddana negotiation-ka ogolayn oo indhaliida ku socoto dee biilka maalin walba la dilayaa maalin walba biilka waa la dilayaa marka ilaa maalin walba khasaare iyo sumcad xumo aad qaadato sida mareykanku u shaqeeyo oo hadda fiir house iyo sanad baa jira waxba isku qabanayaan dhexdhexaad baa la imaanayaa mareykanku saas ku shaqeeya haddii uber sahaysano oo anagu $40 waxaan ahayna ma madho afka ciida lagu gelinayaa adduunka mareykanku wuxuu ku shaqeeyaa ismaqal isxormeyn iyo inuu ururada shaqeeyaan fiiri haddaad tiraahdo qof kasta urura oo meeshaan jooga ma dhegaysanayo ma maqlayo ma shaqayso dadka meeshaan kaaga soo horreeyey haddii ayaano tahay haddii zaag tahay haddii organizationna kale tahay waa inaan ka tala qaadanaa ka shaqal qaadana wey waxaan taageeranaa zaag iyo ayaana iyo ururadeena qiimaha badan oo halkaan runtii wax weyn loogu fadhiyaa ma ka tallaabsan karno codkoodaanu ku shaqaynaynaa waxay noo tilmaamaan baanu ku shaqaynaynaa waa taladooda waa qaadanaynaa marka insha Allah tacaala arrintaas waa arrin muhiim ah waxaan aad uga hambalyeelayaa maalinkan oo maalin qiimo badan ah oo waxa weeyaan aanu ku tukanay meeshaan oo laga adimay dadkii ka shaqeeyey oo ururka zaak iyo ayaano iska kaashaday waliba zaak waxaan leenahay thank you inaad macnaha aad uga shaqaysaan arrintaas waa in la taageero qoor sagaaro dambe urur halkan qoor sagaaro dambe ku hayn doona meeshaan aqalkan qoor sagaaro dambe waa dhamaatay urur dambe oo qoor sagaaro ku hayn doona Soomaali inay wax qabsato ma jiri doono dad baa u soo kacay waana la shaqayn doonaa insha Allah tacaala ilaahay waxaan ka baranaa insha Allah tacaala zaak iyo ayaana iyo kuwa walaalaheena wada shaqeynaha iyo raba inay bulshada wax gaarto khayr Allah si kuwii ka shaqeeyay Somali day ilaa halka isku nimaado Soomaali ku celebration oo ku tukato khayr Allah si biilasha badan ay soo wadaan ilaahay waxaan ka baranaa ku guulaysta Allah ka dhigo ilaahay waxaan ka baranaa insha Allah tacaala Soomaali Allah miday kala farqinta iyo balaayada lagu dhaxwada iyo khilaafka lagu dhaxwada kuwa ka shaqeynaya Allah ka dhaxsaar midnimadooda iyo unidkooda kuwa ka shaqeynaya zaak ay hogaaminaysa Allah gacanta u galiyo waxaan codsanayaa in zaak iyo ayaana lala shaqeeyo insha Allah tacaala aad baa wanaagsan salaamu alaykum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh gabdhaha waxa weeyaan wax weyn bay shaqaystaan khayr Allah si waa la dhabarteeda Soomaali biilka iyo hawlaha ay wadaan ilaahay khayr ha ku jisiyo insha Allah tacaala